Good morning and welcome to another episode of Que-stead-Que. What you gonna do? I don't know, but something's gonna grow. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Que-stead-Que. That's weird with me saying good morning, but look what time it is, y'all. I got myself up at 6 this morning and I got to the farmer's market and I was looking for, I said, the shepherd's peppers. There wasn't any. In fact, everybody at this point has switched over to pumpkins, gourds, corn stalks, and there were a few vegetables sprinkled here and there at a higher price. And I did see some Italian ale at one stop. He wanted $1 per pepper, and his peppers weren't even half the size of the peppers that I bought earlier this summer. So I said, no, thank you. Now, had he had banana peppers, then I would have bit. I would have bought maybe 2 of the Italian to put with the banana, but he said he sold out of those and won't have any more until next year. So I walked that whole market and I didn't see any. I saw bell peppers. Of course, you're going to find those year round, but there were no summer peppers, no sweet bananas, no other sweet peppers. There were a few hot pepper varieties, and that was it. Well, I came home. I'm going to clean up today, and it's really not that much to do. It's just my regular cleaning. I'm going to get this counter clean because with that empty cabinet space, stuff up here like my pepper grinders, my special knives, I have a swilling back there wrapped up in a towel because it doesn't have a box. I found that $200 knife at Value World about 3 years ago for $10, and I hurried up and got it. It's a nice one, too. Top of the line, pull up. In fact, I think it's called swilling. Let me make sure. Hold on, let me pull it out so you can see it. And I have to be very careful with it because, it's swilling. Here it is. Wait, I'm trying to get it focused. Okay. ZWILLING. Yeah, pull up swilling. One of your top of the line knives, and this thing will cut paper, okay? And it'll cut your finger off. And so I've always been afraid of it, but it comes in handy. I used it to cut my greens recently, the ones that I harvested, and boy, when I say a good job. But I'm very, very careful with it, very careful. And I keep it wrapped because it doesn't have a box. And then I keep it back here in this glass. Well, I can move all of that into the cabinet. My pepper, I have 2 pepper grinders, and I have some other knives. These will stay out, but that right back there, that's another good knife. I forgot the name of it. My realtor gave me that as a housewarming gift when I purchased my first home. And then she gave me something for the second home too, but I can't remember what it was. But I have it, whatever it is. And so, but anyway, I found my meat tenderizer good because I'm doing my mixing of the seeds today, and that's what I'm gonna talk about next. Well, now that my blessing has come in, I said now I can start prepping again, and I said, let me assess what's in that deep freezer, which is it's behind all the laundry stuff. This is the deep freezer right here. I went in there and guess what I found, y'all? the meal of meals, and I've had it since, and you're gonna see the price compared to now. I don't know how much your oxtails cost, but as you all know, they're high. They're unaffordable now. It's out of range for us poor folk. But anyway, I bought these. The expiration date was February 15th, sale by February 15th, 2023. So I must have bought them in early February of 2023. And so I've had them almost 2 years. So I said, it's time to cook them. So I put them in a slow cooker. And as you can see, I seasoned them heavily, added garlic, onions, and they will slow cook for the rest of the day and probably all night because I like them tender, low, and slow. So I've got it on 300 or 325 to warm it up, and then I'm going to turn it down to 275 after that. when I get ready to take my nap. Boy, this house is going to be smelling good. And then I bought a cabbage, and I think I'm going to put some cornbread with it. Okay, oh, excuse my sink. I have dishes to wash, y'all. But I'm getting ready to start cleaning. So all I've got to do really is my basic cleaning. Like I said, I'm going to declutter this counter because I have cabinet space in the laundry room to put a lot of this stuff. So that's what I'm going to do. That rice that I have back there in that tall mason jar, that can go in the cabinet. All these, these mason jars that are here can go in the cabinet or either in the bedroom closet. A lot of this stuff that I don't use every day, even the can opener, I'm going to leave the mixer there, and I'm going to leave the food processor there because I will be using that. Those water bottles can be put up. So I can at least, since I only have 2 inches of counter space, I can at least make the best out of it. What is that? Oh, the ice. Okay, so anyway, today is the mixing of the spices, as I call it. I do this, it's been 2 years since I've last done it. And these are the bottles that I mix my spices in. And as you can see, this is the one I have been using for the past year. And it's just about empty. This one emptied out before I moved on to that one, the smaller one. So what I do is I just grab every spice in my cabinet and I mix them. So, of course, some of mine are going in there. My red pepper powder flakes and my onion powder will go in there. My rosemary that I have here. And then I also have, no, this is French tarragon. So I'm going to put a little French tarragon in there. Then I've got rosemary, thyme. How did my pepper powder from the... This is my extra pepper powder. Extra onion powder. Don't want that. Okay. I've got basil leaves. And I've got some fresh herbs, too, that I think I'm going to put in there. I'm just putting everything in there. Steak seasoning. So that's already mixed. Italian. I just mix everything. Even basil. Even bagels spice, okay? Then your garlic. Your seasoning. I'm going to put just a little of this because I haven't used it yet. It's for grilling. And it's a buttery herb seasoning. So in this mix, I'm putting I just put everything in there. And for some reason, the flavor comes out wonderful. When I, season anything, it just comes out wonderful. It explodes. Little lemon pepper, black pepper, salt. And I have some sea salt that I think I'm going to add a pinch, maybe a teaspoon of that. And even some celery seed, y'all. I bought this at the Spice Exchange a year ago. I got this, my turmeric, all that stuff for the canning. So I bought some celery seed. I bought some cinnamon and something else that I bought. Mustard seed, turmeric. But this is the one thing that I bought spice-wise. So I'm going to just pour a little of that in there. And then what I do, once it's half full, I layer it. I do a little. In fact, I'm going to get my measuring spoon out or my scoop. And what I do is I put a scoop of everything, get it half full, then I mix it. Then I do the same thing backwards, and then I mix that, and then that's what mixes my spice. So when I come on later, I'll show you how it turned out. Usually it looks like, have you ever seen a sand glass? That's how it usually ends up looking, if I don't, turn it right away. So I'll film it when it looks like a sand glass, and then I'll film it after I mix it up. But, yep, so today is the big day for that, and I won't have to worry about doing this again for another couple of years, and hopefully by then, all the spices will be mine. I'm looking at this, the red flakes. Okay. It was looking funny, but nope, some of it's dark. And then remember, it's not just the red flakes now, it's mixed, so that's the reason why it looks funny, but it's okay. I'm like, okay, I know this stuff ain't molding. It would have molded by now if it was going to mold, so... But anyway, so that's that. Okay, so now when I did go to the farmer's market, because I am rambling all the way, okay? But when I did go to the farmer's market, I went, since I knew I was going to visit the honey man, and he was there. So what I did was, this is how I did it. I could have bought a pint. This was $10, the half pint of honey. I could have bought a pint. The pint is $25. Okay, then I got the honeycomb. So for $10, 10 and the honeycomb, 10 and 10, that's $20, right? So that's what I spent. Now, had I got a pint of honey with the honeycomb in it, it would have been $25. I said I could make my own. What I'm going to do is when I open this, and you know, honey lasts forever. This is one of the #1 preps that everyone should have. If you're going to prep, always have honey. Keep honey, because pure honey, not that store-bought mess. Now, the store-bought mess will go bad, but pure honey will never, ever go bad. It's no expiration date on it at all. Made by bees. So anyway, I purchased, a half pint, and then I purchased the honeycomb. All I have to do is take a few slices of the honeycomb, add it to that, put it in a pint jar. The heaviness of the honey that's in the honeycomb, plus the honeycomb itself, which is edible, you know that, will fill this up to a pint-sized jar. Bingo. So I saved $5, huh? So I was calculating as he talked. So I hope I like it. I will taste it. I hate to unseal it. Well, it's not sealed, but it's just closed. So, and it's nice and light. So I'll just save it. It's no expiration date, but I love light honey. This is darker. This is from my old bee man, and this is delicious. And this is the darker one I got from him. That's delicious too. The only one I didn't like, remember the bee lady? When I first went to the farmer's market, I bought this from her, and it cost me, I think it was $3 for this. And so I went on and got it, and I really didn't like it. It had a good taste, but it had a back end aftertaste that I did not like. And it bothered me all that day until I finally ate some candy to get rid of it. So I don't know where she got her, where the bees were pollinated from. See, you have to be careful when you're dealing with bee people. Now, this man, he's a beekeeper. So therefore, and then my other bee man was a beekeeper. That way, when they tell you what cause this one was I forget where it was pollinated. He had told me, and then this one was in Grand Rapids, the city I was born in. That's where that was pollinated. But his company is here there in Southfield, Michigan. But anyway, yeah, my old bee man, honey is great. The dark and the light. And this one, I chose to get the light instead of the dark. And I told him I'll be back. It'll be the spring of the year. Unless I happen to hit a landslide or something like that and go back before winter sets in. Then I'll go back and get one of the darker ones. But anyway, yeah, he had the pint size with the honey comb in it. That was $25. Without the honeycomb, the pint size was it 15 or I think it was 17, and then that was 10, and then he had one in a little size like that for $5, and I didn't want to go that small. And then he had the quart jar. His quart jar was 20. I think his quart jar was like 25, and he don't put the honeycomb in that. And then he had the big giant, like my rice jar back there, the gallon size. That's $50. So that's not bad either, but I don't want nothing that big. It's just me. And I've got this other honey too. That there, I'll give it to Sherry. She might like it, or someone may like it. I just didn't like I thought it was a back end taste to it, but that was me taking it from a spoon. I'm thinking if I used it in something, in fact, my honey butter, in fact, I'm going to keep that. That's what I'm going to use that for, the honey butter, because I'm going to be making that real soon. So I'll use this for the honey butter because that back end taste will not be there because the butter taste is going to drown out whatever back end taste that has. But I was just taking that with the spoon. So, but what I didn't like, and it probably wouldn't have bothered me if I hadn't already tasted the good stuff from my old bee man, because his didn't have a back end taste. The taste that you get when you first put it on the spoon and swallow it is the same taste that stayed. It didn't switch up on you. And the back end taste really wasn't all that bad. I just hate tastes that switch up. When I taste something, I want it to keep tasting the same unless it gets better. Okay? But nope. So that, I didn't like it. But the point is, like I said, I can use that for the honey butter, and I think that will be just fine for that. And I might taste it again. You never know. It just may have been that day. I could have eaten something else that just had my taste buds thrown off. So I'll try it again and see, what happens. But this, until I open it, both of these will be just kept and put away. There's no expiration date. I'm going to put them right in with the preps. And so when the time comes when I'm ready to go into that, which would be no telling when, then I will get that honeycomb cut up and make that into a pint jar. Okay, well, let's check the garden and see if we have a seed alert, and then I'm going to get off of here. And 9 times out of 10, yeah, I have laundry to do. 9 times out of 10, I probably will not be back later today. In fact, I'm gonna post this video later. Then that way, you're looking at future Q, or no, you're not looking at future Q. You're looking at past Q. Okay. Because if this post up like at 7 tonight, then you're going to be like, okay, that was hours ago. So something spectacular would need to happen for me to come back. That lettuce is coming along. It's coming along. I'm loving it. Ooh, let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, no more spinach has come up. I'm still at 14. Okay. I am going to, and I see more. Takanashi, 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 whoop, whoop. Okay, more Takanashi has come up. And right there, we've got one back here. Okay, so I better let this Takanashi finish before I move it, because I was going to start separating it on today, but I want to see how much comes up first. Okay, and the radish, I truly believe this may be the white icicle. And this here might be, I don't know. Those of you who have grown wasabi, radish, let me know. But, I'm really not going to worry about it. I'm just going to move it and let it grow. And then when it's over and done with, I'll see which one is which. But it's bugging me right now because I'm quite sure those seeds got mixed up. I'm going to thin out some of this basil. And this will be probably tomorrow. And then we'll go from there. Still no peas. So that's the one that may, oh, wait a minute. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Here's the pea. So that is a weed. See it? Wait, hold on. See that? Right there. That's a pea, I think. Yes, it's a pea. Okay, so I planted 3 of them. So if that one's there, the other 2, okay. I thought I saw what you call them, but nope. So that's a weed, but I'm gonna still leave it there until it gets bigger just to make sure. But yeah, gotta pee. Okay, so no, I don't have to pee. I have a pee. Okay, that'll teach you to speak correct English. Okay, y'all. Okay, I'm getting silly now. So let me go on and let's look at the peppers, and then we'll go from there. And it turned out to be a sunny day after all. Whoa, but it's cold out there. I had that heat blasting in the car. So I'm going to go on and open the back door since it is sunny. Oh, and the Millennial Gardener, y'all, if you're not subscribed to him, at least go to his channel. He did a thing on leaves. And thank you, Urban Container Gardener, for mentioning about the leaves. Yes, that was what I was going to do. Just mulch them down and just pour them. But now I'm really going to pour them into the garden. And Millennial Gardener said, mulch it and leave it in your grass. He said it'll make your lawn a lot more lush. So, yeah, I'm keeping every leaf. So we'll just go from there. And the ones that fall on the wood chips, they're staying too because they fell pretty. It made it look more wood chippy, actually, with the leaves. And I know they'll eventually break down, and it's going to make that soil, look spectacular. I'll just clean up, what's on the deck and the porch and the patio, but everything else will just stay put, and that'll be it. So, that sun is bright today because the leaves are gone. So we're getting more sunlight. That's why I opened the door. And I do that in the winter too, when it's sunny, because you get more sunlight. Okay. Yep. I got my heat on. I did turn that on, and I see I need to add some more water. I'll do that a little later. Oh, and the peppers need water too. So Yep, everything is needing to be moistened. And let's see. I'm going to put some blood meal. The one, I did amend this a little bit. I mentioned that yesterday. I used the, the perlite for drainage. What else did I put in there? I put something in there. I can't remember. It might have just been plain plant food for Miracle Grow. But I think I'm going to add a little bit of blood meal. And boy, look at that new foliage. Because I've got this new leaf here. And then back here, where my finger is, you probably can't see it. There's a cluster of new leaves coming in. Just since I've put this in there. I don't feel like bringing it down because it's heavy. But anyway, it's thriving. It's really taking off. It's going to really be a beautiful plant when it's over and done with. I bet you by the end of winter, that thing is going to be full. And I'm going to have it just sprawled out. I'm going to put nails on the wall and just let it do its thing. It can climb, do whatever. So anyway, but yeah, I'm going to give it a little bit of blood meal for the nitrogen and for the leaf development because I want them to have nice, thick, now that I love the plant, I want to really bring it back so that it'll be really, really nice. Okay, you guys, here I am. Hi. So anyway, I'm gonna get off of here and get started. So really all I have to do, my bedroom is the main thing, that and the bathroom. So I'm gonna get the bathroom clean, mopped, all that good stuff. I'll mop the hallway and the kitchen. Yep. And then my bedroom needs the same thing. I got to change my sheets today. I ended up waiting an extra week for that because remember I was going to do that last week. But I want to get the big bedding washed. I'm going to wash my comforter today. And then this one will go into the wash not tomorrow, but sometime this week. All I have to do is snatch it off. The sheets are already washed. So, because Sherry has slept here. When was this? About a month ago. And we did the sheets then. And so since she's been here, I did the sheets rather. So the sheets are fine. It's just the comforter that needs to be washed. And this Afghan right here, I need to get that washed too. And so that's basically it. And then I've got all them clothes to fold. And I got a load that's drying now. And so, yep. So once I'm done with my room and the bathroom, and of course the living room, that couch. So I'll get all that done and then I'll be done. So I figure an hour should do it, and then I need to dust also. But it's good to know that I can see it already and get it done and be done with it. But I'm going to take my nap first. Okay, so I'm rambling and I've been on here 22 minutes. So see you this evening when I post this. Remember, it's about 10:45 now. Wait, what time was it when I got on here? It was 10:25, 35, 45, 6, 7, 8. It's 10:48 now. So you'll see this evening. And pass Q, over and out. And may God bless you all. Takanashi, 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 whoop, whoop. Bye.